Hi, this is Jim and Jason at HearthStone Stoves. Today we're going to show you how to clean the HearthStone pellet stoves. It's a quick and easy procedure, but it's very critical to the performance of the stove. The tools you'll need for this job will include an Allen wrench and a service tool, and these are provided with the stove. In addition, you'll want a small paintbrush, a small bristle brush, and some glass cleaner, and a soft cloth. As always, the stove must be shut down and cooled to work on. We'll be working with a Manchester today, but we'll show you the difference between the Manchester and the Heritage when we come to it. There are 3 separate cleaning stages. The daily cleaning includes using the service tool provided with the stove to pull up the rakes. This will ensure effective heat transfer continues to take place on the heat exchanger tubes. Now open the front door and clean any soot on the face of the stove with a wood stove glass cleaner or standard Windex glass cleaner. Okay, now take out the burn pot and empty the ashes into the ash pan. Using your service tool, scrape out any of the debris and clinkers that may be left in the ash burn pot. The air slots must be open in order to have good combustion air coming into the stove. If necessary, you can scrape it down with your bristle brush. While the burn pot is still out, take a look at the igniter and see if there are any ashes around the igniter. You can see right there. You can clean those out with a soft brush or a vacuum. As air comes around the igniter, that has to be open. Now clean the loose ashes and debris that are left in the firebox into the ash bin with your paintbrush. This is cleaning the baffle and backplate. Place the burn pot. Make sure it's in properly with a high side toward the front. There's an opening for the igniter in the back. Every couple of days you can remove the ash pan and dump out the collected ashes, as it needs to be now. When pushing it back in, make sure that it's pushed in all the way so that no air gets around the ash pan, as this will have a negative effect on the burn of the stove. And now the weekly maintenance will be done. We're going to remove the baffle and the backplate. First, to give us access, we're going to remove the burn pot. Now you can lift the baffle plate up and remove it from the firebox. Lift it straight up and it'll come off the pins. It comes right out the door. And now repeat the process on the back plate. Just lift it straight up till it releases from the pins and bring it out of the stove. With the baffles removed, you can now clean the flame temperature sensor. There may be fly ash or other debris that's insulating it, so give it a quick clean with your paintbrush. Now we're going to clean the high efficiency double heat exchanger system, which provides the increased heat transfer efficiency unique to the HearthStone stoves. Once the heat transfer tubes are clean, lift up the rake so you can now clean underneath the heat transfer tubes what you've collected. This can be best done with a vacuum cleaner. Impurities in your pellets may cause clinkers to develop in your burn pot, and these should be removed during your weekly cleaning. Now we've cleaned the plates by brushing and vacuuming them, we're going to reinstall them into the stove. The back plate goes in first, and then the top baffle plate. Get a bunch of hooks and drop them down on. And now the burn pot goes in. And now the monthly cleaning process, or after you burn through about a ton of pellets, you will need to inspect and clean out the exhaust plenum behind the heat exchanger tubes. To do this on the Manchester, turn out the retaining screw with the Allen wrench provided with the stove and drop down the access panel. Now turn out the thumb screw to remove the access plate. Now with the plate removed, you can use your vacuum cleaner to clean out any accumulated soot and debris. Okay, now you can replace the cover plate, turn in the thumb screw, lift up the access panel, turn it back in, and then repeat the process on the other side. Cleaning procedure on the Heritage is identical to the Manchester with the following differences. To expose the exhaust plenum on the Heritage, lift and remove the front top grill. Then open the hopper lid and loosen the two small set screws with the Allen wrench provided with the stove. This will allow you to lift the hopper lid up and off the stove. Using the service tool provided with the stove, hook onto the side stone cassette and pull it straight up and out of the stove. The cover plate is now accessible. Here's a quick review of the maintenance schedule. On a daily basis, pull up your cleaning rakes to clean the heat exchangers. Now clean your burn pot with your service tool. Give it a quick scrape down and dump the ashes and debris into the ash pan. So weekly, or as necessary, remove the baffle and the back plate to clean out the heat exchanger tubes behind them. Monthly, clean out the exhaust plenum behind the burner tubes. And on a yearly basis, contact your dealer for an annual service and inspection. Thank you for your time, and enjoy your HearthStone stove.